Yes, boss. 444 the world back in here again, once again, dog. Happy to be here. Happy to see you guys. Top of the tea, man. Hope everybody doing well. Everybody enjoyed their weekend. You get what I'm saying? We rolling, dog. We rolling, dog. You see the topic and what it is that we're talking about today, right? Living in your high school glory days, right? Or being stuck in the past, or living out the good old days and all of that, right? Think about it. I'm pretty sure everybody knows somebody who's stuck in like their high school glory days. Oh, back in the days, I used to do this. I was the man back in the days. But it's like, yo, where are you at now? You feel me? And oftentimes when you hear people make statements like that, it's like a thing where it's like, yo, those days were like my prime, right? When things was popping, whether it may have been back in high school, I used to be the hottest looking dude, or back in high school, I used to be the baddest female, right? And then you look at them now, it's like, yo, what happened to you? Life happened to you, right? Show you something. A lot of people who are stuck in their high school glory days, in my honest opinion, feel like that was the best they ever had in their life and there's no more left in the tank, right? And rightfully so. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Some of that is true and some isn't. Some people hit their prime in high school and that's all that they had, right? And they feel like that's all it was for me. I feel like sometimes, in my honest opinion as well, that it's what you do with your life and the choices you make, yeah, but that's where guidance comes into play. So some people who are living in high school glory days, or this was the good old days, or this was my prime when I could do this and I couldn't do this, or I couldn't do that, right? People use high school glory days and point the finger at different types of things. So I'm gonna give you an example, right? Somebody could have been in the stage where it's like, yo, I used to be the best looking female, right? Then I got kids, right? Stick a pin and stop. Were you either raped? Were you, somebody kidnapped you and did that to you? What? No, it was your choice. You get what I'm saying? If you were raped, my apologies. Nobody don't deserve that stuff. But you gotta follow me where I'm going with this, bro. There's certain people who lived out certain times in their life and they felt like it couldn't come to a crashing halt, and they felt like, yo, this is it right here. It's more to come. It's just like people who live off of clout or certain things they used to do back in the days on a whole nother level. Like whether, yo, I used to sell drugs back in the days. I used to be the man back then. Where are you at now? Do you have any of that stuff put away? Did you invest it? What did you do? You get what I'm saying? It's like some people had a peak in their life and they felt like that's all there was to them, but they never looked at things in another kind of way. It's somewhat like a theory, like looking at the glass half empty instead of halfway full. So that's why you have a lot of people who live fast, die young. That type of mentality. Just did a video about that. When you have high school glory days of people who live out in those days, honestly, it could be kind of a thing where their mind can somewhat get locked into, this is what I've fathomed, or this is what I dreamt of, or there is a much more, or you get what I'm saying? There's a lot more in life that you can do. It just depends on you and your choices. You feel me? So another way to look at this, if you live your life fast, straight up just road running, just moving fast, coasting, cruising, I ain't stopping nothing, you're eventually gonna have to hit a wall. When you hit that wall, depending on when you hit it, did you hit that wall and did you have certain things put away? Did you have certain priorities straightened out? These things fall into play because you have to look at it like this. Everybody's gonna have to hit a wall or a crashing halt or some form of an obstacle in their life. You feel me? But some people hit a wall and it's like they can't bounce back from it. I.e., look at some people who end up having kids and they weren't able to take care of their kids. You get what I'm saying? So they might resort to doing other things. Then you have some people who lived in the high school glory days. Example, like a football, right? Yo, I'm like the best running back in like the state or in the county. Yo, I'm going far. This is sometimes where pride and ego can come and catch somebody and they don't see what's coming around the corner. You feel me? That, yo, just because you're great now doesn't mean you're going to be great at the next level. You can be, it depends on your hard work. Remember this. When talent, hard work beats talent, when talent don't work hard. I'm going to say that again. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You could have felt like, dog, I'm the best wide receiver. I'm the best quarterback. Ain't nobody taking my spot. Guess what? There's somebody out there that's super hungry that wants your spot, dog. Give you an example. In high school glory days, in a way, right? And this is not no shot at nobody. I just look at things in a different way, right? I think his name was Tracy Howard, right? Tracy Howard was, I think, the best corner in the nation coming out of high school. He went to Miramar High School, right? I think number one corner or number 3, something like that. He was like a top 3 corner in the nation, dog. In the nation. You feel me? Went to University of Miami, right? Went to UM. He did some work, but he didn't really hit his peak like what he was supposed to, right? I don't remember if he got drafted, but or if he went undrafted, but he did play in the league. Now he's no longer in the league. It shows you something. I don't know if he was a person who was on cloud 9 or whatever. It just goes to show you in that little instance I showed you about hard work and talent. There were people who are shining in the league right now that didn't have that number 3, number 5 corner, whatever the case may be, because they were hungry. You feel me? That just ties in a little bit with this lesson, but not to get too caught off guard. You feel me? If you look and understand life, you feel me? Some people, they work hard and they think, okay, that's about it. I don't have to continue so hard. No, you got to keep going, because it's just like this. When you feel like your spot is secured, you necessarily can't say, yo, you secured it all the way. You feel me? Do more, dog. You feel me? Have a mindset like this, right? And I don't like to quote things. It's just because I watch different things. So you feel me? I get answers from different places. If you've ever seen the TV series The Game with Pooch Hall when he was Derwin Davis and what his name is again, Jose Chanchez. I think his name was Malik Wright, right? In the series, he was a quarterback. Derwin Davis was a 3rd string wide receiver, right? Not highly anticipated, none of that, right? When he got his opportunity to shine, to get in the game and play, when the other wide receiver, Jason Pitts, went out, he took advantage of that. And this was after him and his girlfriend or whatever broke up. The reporter said, yo, you played with a fire that we've never seen before. What's the reason for that? He said, well, it's just that feeling of knowing that there's somebody out there that wants your spot. You feel me? If somebody wants your spot, you gotta work hard to seal that, bruh. Make sure nobody, like, listen, that's given to him. You cannot take that from him. Him being a 3rd string receiver, even though it was a TV series and things like this happen in real life, he was a 3rd string receiver and his jersey number got called and he showed his ass. You feel me? 10 catches, like 100-something yards or whatever, right? And he said, yo, it's just the feeling of knowing that somebody out there wants your spot. So I just want to let them know that if you're coming for my spot, you got a hard fight to fight. You got a hard battle to fight. That's some real shit, because this is the thing. Some people get so complacent and lackadaisical where they feel like nobody can't come take that from you. Anybody can fall, bruh. Anybody can fall. That's why you have some people who stay in these days because they built it up in their mind like, yo, this was it, this is me, this is gonna be it forevermore. That's where high school glory days, in my honest opinion, comes from, but it branches out in different ways, dog. So once again, you gotta remember this, dog. Whatever clout you're living on, whether somebody's saying, yo, you're the best football player, the best basketball player, best this, best that, doesn't mean that there isn't somebody else at another school, at another program, that's better than you, dog. Remember this, dog. Iron sharpens iron. There's more people out there that's better than you. That's why when some people feel like they're the best, they're the world's greatest, nobody can ever come knock them off of their spot, somebody comes and humbles them. You feel me? I will never forget this, dog. There was this kid in school. I think his name was Patrick or something. All I remember was he played defensive back and he had the number 32 jersey when I went to Norland, right? I think this is when I was in 10th grade. He must have been 11th grader or a 12th grader. He used to talk so much smack like he was so solid. I'm a lockdown corner. I'm the best DB. I'm this, that, and the third. I've never heard of you before in school. If you're a good football player, people talk about you. I've never heard of him, right? He used to talk so much smack. Oh yeah, get out my way. I need to get my lunch before everybody. I got a game tonight. Right? I will never forget this, dog. Norland played NMB, North Miami Beach High School, the Chargers, right? I don't know who the wide receiver is, but he was on the front page of the Miami Herald for disrespecting Patrick, dog. And I thank God for him, because after that day, I never seen him act like a badass or, yo, I'm better than you or whatever. He was humble. I don't know what happened, but they said the quarterback from NMB must have threw the ball up like a bomb, like a deep threat, like a fly route. Basically, he routed Patrick up and just all you seen on the cover of the Miami Herald, the Miami picture, was the wide receiver like this and Patrick like this. Not even touching him. It's like a thing where he threw the ball up and he caught it like right there at the touchdown line. And it's like you're nowhere in sight to catch me. All of that smack talking, I'm the best, I'm this, that, and the third, down the toilet. Every day after that moment when I seen him, I just made sure I looked a little bit more like, I think we should get out of his way. He needs to get his lunch for the game tonight. Dog, that humbled the hell out of him. You feel me? Some people live in this false expectation and they feel like it can't come to a crashing halt. That's that high school glory days stuff, bro. You can find new glory days. You don't have to stay stuck in, I remember that time when I was the best player, or when I was the baddest girl, or when I was this. You have to remember this, dog. And this is where reality comes and humbles people. Some people are so grounded to being the man in their community, the man in my school, the man in classroom 525, or whatever the case may be, that they forgot that, dog, that's just the school. There's a whole world out there. You feel me? The way that your community may feel about you, the world may not feel about you like that. You get what I'm saying? The way you may feel about yourself, the world may not perceive you as that. So you got to understand that there's a lot of people who's living on this false ass high school glory days, false expectation. And I don't think a lot of them really understand that it's not real, and it's gonna get them so far. And it also is it can crash you out in a bad way, dog, where you cannot see that you're riding off of pride and ego. Did a video about that, and it can send you into a place where it's gonna hurt you, right? Got an example for you. I got a real suave example for you. Everybody has probably heard of this movie or watched it before, and this is my shit, dog. Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Dynamite, if you haven't heard of it, Napoleon Dynamite is funny as, I don't, listen. If you want to know what makes me laugh, dog, watch Napoleon Dynamite. That movie is hilarious, dog. Napoleon Dynamite will have you rolling if you know movies, right? Napoleon had an uncle named Uncle Rico, right? Uncle Rico is the perfect person of high school glory days. If high school glory days was like a term in the textbook of like the sort, whatever dictionary, and they had to have a picture, Uncle Rico deserves to be right next to high school glory days, bro. Right next to it. Uncle Rico was supposedly like a quarterback in high school. Oh, I was the man back in high school. I dropped back 3 yards, and then I did a double step back, and then I threw it, and Bobby caught it, and we won the state game. Everybody knows an Uncle Rico, dog. everybody knows an Uncle Rico. It's like a thing where it's like, yo, when are you gonna let it go? Never gonna let it go. If you do not let it go, let go of high school glory days, you're gonna end up like Uncle Rico. So here's the deal if you've never seen Napoleon Dynamite. Uncle Rico is miserable AF, dog. Miserable. Miserable as hell. And that's another thing with high school glory days. If you fixate your mind on a time in your life that's in the past, like living in the past, that's exactly what it is. Living in the past, dog, you screwed yourself, bro. Because if you fixate your mind on something that came and went, you're literally not trying to look forward or living in the present. In the present, you're living off of the past. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna help you. This man was miserable as hell, lived out of one of them vehicles that what they call them things again? It looked like an ice cream truck, yo, that you could you got the bed in and all of that stuff. He lived his life like that. Lived his life like that. I'm talking about sad and miserable as hell, yo. Riding around in his little what you call that, Predator mobile or whatever, you feel me? Just always on the prowl and just upset and unhappy because, oh well, my time in high school came to an end. Sometimes that's all people fixated their life for, is just that time of that ride in high school or the time of that ride in middle school. All of those days comes to a close, dog. You feel me? At some point in time, you're gonna have to sit down and realize this. You feel me? The ball in life is never gonna stop rolling, dog. If you don't know how to control the ball or roll with the ball, you're gonna lose. You feel me? Rolling with the ball means not living in the past. Because if the ball is gonna continue rolling in life, it's gonna keep moving. And whether you want to be a part of it or not, it's gonna keep going with or without you. When the ball leaves you, you're stuck in the past. You feel me? Break that down again. If the ball of life is gonna continue rolling and you choose not to roll with the ball of life and live in the past, guess what? Something that doesn't serve you, dog, is just gonna hinder you, bruh, and the ball is gonna keep rolling until you catch up to it. You feel me? Living in high school glory days, bruh, everybody has had some form of a time in the past where it's like, this was my special time, or this was a glorious time for me. And I'm here to tell you this, bruh. If you lived in high school glory days, bruh, I want to let you know this, bruh, that there can be more glory days created, bruh. More glory days. I'm going to give you an example about that too. If you know your glory days was, man, when I was in high school, I was a great player, but I never made it to the league, you can get those glory days back in another kind of a way. Why not coach a kid or teach somebody what you knew, what helped you at a certain level, and teach them what you did wrong so they don't make those same mistakes? Guess what? That's how you get that back, dog. Because somebody takes the teachings that you gave them and they run with it. Guess what? You help pave a way for a person, dog, when they couldn't see certain things. You get what I'm saying? There's different ways you could get back your glory days, bro. There's different ways that you can help, how can I say it? Help the next person without hindering yourself and getting back what it is that you lost. You feel me? With that being said, I want everybody to know this, dog. There's so much of a champion. All of you guys are champions, you feel me? Nobody is a loser, dog. You feel me? I know life is so hard sometimes, and a lot of games are played on us psychologically, where we feel like, yo, we're dead last, or we're not good enough, or it's a divide and conquer type of thing. But just remember this, dog. It's always light at the end of the tunnel. You get what I'm saying? And hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Always remember that. You feel me? Never live off of pride and ego, because pride and ego is not even real. You feel me? Words can help you. They can hurt you. But here on my channel, I use them to uplift you, because everybody is a champion, dog. With that being said, yo, don't work too hard. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the week. You feel me? 440 for the world. Peace.